Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. Thanks for joining us. Richard and I are pleased that you're here. We'll be doing a he said, she said style reading, and these are not sign dependent and they're also not time dependent. So it's a very intuitive reading and you're guided to it at the time when you're meant to view it. If you enjoy this reading, then please be sure to check out our Soulful Repair playlist here on the channel for more of these style readings. Now let's get started. Welcome to Soulful Repair. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name is Richard.
Let's get started. I'm going to have a quick look at the Oracle cards. Great energy for getting what you want. Hunter and courage. The thing that I feel around that is, of course, about doing so in a very strong, courageous way, but without being overly aggressive or perhaps too forceful or using power in the wrong way. So the energy around this is strong. It is saying that the timing is right to take a risk, to go out there and get what it is that you want, but do so in a courageous way, but without the ruthlessness or the or dishonesty that I'm picking up that could go against what it is that you actually want to get. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Energy Oracle.
And it's the Archangel Uriel, 7th chakra. So what this has to do with is the openness on this side of somebody to spiritual downloads, to the ability to open up their intuition, to increase their spirituality.
So let's see where this goes. Either side can resonate, so please do keep that in mind. If you're cross-watching, of course, this may resonate as someone around you. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Pentacles in the upright.
Here I've got the Queen of Wands.
So we might have earth and fire energy. And I'll cut these cards. We'll do a horseshoe reading, and we'll start with past energy, present, the near future, advice, what's happening around you that may be affecting you, hopes and fears, the outcome, and the overall energy.
Okay, past, present, near future, advice, environment, hopes and fears, outcome, and the overall energy of this reading.
Let's take a look right in the center. 5 of Cups in reverse. So getting over regrets. Something that was a regrettable choice or a decision. It seems to me like this is a situation here where someone has regretted not taking action in the past, and I feel like they're readying themselves to go out and get what they want.
Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. We have the 10 of Swords over on this side. So it does speak about an ending. So the closing out of some kind of cycle, but it could be quite brutal the way it ends.
Perhaps there's been pain associated with something that was missed in the past or some opportunity that wasn't taken, something like that, and there has been a painful ending. In the past position, we have the 10 of Cups. So there is happiness here. There is family. Things associated with family. So for a long time, perhaps someone has been dealing with family. I get family issues. And perhaps because it's coming up in the past, there's been a regret about not being able to pursue what someone wants because they've been involved with bringing up family or just focused on providing for family. Looking
over here, past energy, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is in the upright though. It talks about clarity and the ability to make an important decision. It is kind of that download, isn't it? If I'm looking at that 7th chakra and the Ace of Swords, very, very similar, very powerful kind of communication, but coming from that higher source. Yeah, the description does talk about inspiration as well from the Archangel Uriel. I love it. And the power to actually bring about important changes, important things in one's life as a result of that information. Now we have Judgment in the reverse. Now I'm sensing that this regret is around a recent decision or choice that was made not to, well, I get it as an opportunity that wasn't taken
possibly because of family-related issues. It could be to do with love. It may be a job. It could be someone here has aspirations for something more than what they've been dealing with around family. We could be talking about someone here who has been busy raising a family, and now that the children are getting older, they're starting to think what's next for them. And maybe something that they've put on the back burner, whether it's a career goal or a relationship goal, is now coming to the forefront, but yet they don't seem to be able to be clear in their own mind. It seems like there is this call to a higher power, a call to do a life's calling, but yet it's not being heard or it's not being listened to.
I think it's being ignored.
May be even a sense here of knowing that you need to make a decision. If you're getting those kind of, it's almost like the beginning of that spiritual energy coming in, of hearing that little kind of niggling voice kind of gnawing away at you, but yet not really being fully open or aware of it. And I feel that once it is out there, then this choice will be able to be looked at. But at the moment, it seems like Richard's right. It's either being ignored or it's not being fully heard.
All right, so looking over here at present energy, we have the star in reverse. So there's pessimism here, a lack of willingness to look to the future and be hopeful. That's what I'm getting from that.
The Four of Cups in reverse. Look at this energy, Richard. When it comes to the emotional side of this, it tells me that a decision has to be made around family and where one's priorities lie for the next phase of a life. There's really a feeling here of being quite down, maybe even some depression, sadness about not having fulfilled something. I get long ago. And so there's a feeling here in the near future of needing to change that around, to become more emotionally aware, or I want to say more receptive to an emotional side of oneself. I think emotions have been tied up in family for a long time, and sometimes when we do that, we can lose something of ourselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of obligation associated with this card.
We can lose our sense of individuality. We can lose those dreams that we had as a younger person before we had family. Those career goals, whatever it is. It could have been a desire to travel. It could have been a desire to write a book. It could have been a desire to go off and do something creative or artistic. Whatever it is, I get the sense that emotionally you've blocked that off, that sense of individual needs or dreams or goals in order to fulfill family needs and emotions. But I get that there's a sense here in the near future of that changing, and a recognition of the self, becoming more self-aware and one's own emotional needs.
It's looking though like this desire to go out and get what one wants may lead to some kind of ending that's not very happy for this person over here.
It might be.
So looking over here, yes, we've got the star in reverse, indicating that this is not really what this person wants. And then we've got the Seven of Wands here, meaning they're going to stand up and fight for what's theirs.
It could be someone associated with family.
No, that's what I'm getting.
Okay, look at this. Wow. Seven of Swords is the advice. So when it comes to making plans, strategy. I get this as strategy and the need to be careful about making plans.
Maybe
who you need to speak to. I think you need to kind of keep things a bit to yourself.
I was going to say maybe a little bit sneaky.
Be a little bit sneaky, or I would say stealthy.
Stealthy is a better word.
Keep things on the down low so that you don't reveal everything that needs to be said here. Now, it's all going to come out at some point, obviously, but I think this is a need-to-know basis. And at the moment, I really truly feel that it's you keeping things mostly to yourself while you work out some kind of plan or workable strategy to around this decision or this major life decision.
It could be an escape plan for some of you.
It could be.
And I can imagine that the person that you're with is not going to be very happy about that kind of decision. I mean, they're seeing it here with the clarity. The clarity was in the past. I mean, I see these two cards here as being linked. There was clarity of family, clarity of obligation. That's become, I think, a bit more clouded now because other priorities are coming to the fore for this person over here, I think. Looking at the advice, the Fool. There's a couple of ways of looking at that. This person here may want to take their own opportunities, or there may be opportunities for this person to take that are associated with this person following their opportunities as one. The other is to let this person go off and be what they need to be.
Or there's a situation here where perhaps somebody's asking for someone else to go along on the dream with them.
That's possible too.
And maybe there's reticence there, or not very much of an understanding of why somebody wants to do something, an unwillingness to get on board. Yeah, but we'll see where that goes. Yeah, look at this, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, as what's happening in the environment. So I do feel that this is about a situation that has become unequal. And a feeling I get around this, for some reason, I feel it's connected with this Judgment in the reverse. It's about a recognition or understanding about what is going to bring back balance into a person's life. I think that for a long time, family has been the main priority, and the self, the individual, hasn't been that priority, and it's become an issue for someone here. It's become a point of contention, and maybe even a little bit of resentment or regret that I'm picking up around this, and this need for escape as a result of it. So once a situation becomes such where you feel like you've given so much to other people, but you're not getting what you want back on an emotional level, whatever that is, then that escape plan tends to come into play, and that's what I'm sensing.
Okay. Looking over here at the environment, we have the Knight of Swords. So they're seeing, this person over here is seeing action over here, directed action. Now, the Knight of Swords, it's a bit of a fickle knight. Just because somebody's rushing off and doing something doesn't mean they're doing the right thing.
But I'm looking at courage here, and with that Knight of Swords, I was getting very much that Knight of Swords energy.
What I'm saying is, this person actually is coming across as being courageous.
They are.
But this person here might not. Well, there's always a fine line between courage and stupidity, right?
Well, yeah, there is. And it revolves around intention, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
Why somebody's doing something.
Exactly. So this person, but just looking at these other cards, I think this person is not very...
They don't believe it's for their highest good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. Let's have a look at the hopes and fears, the Lovers. So look at this major decision here with Judgment and the Lovers. I mean, this is a choice, and it's a big one, and it's life-changing. And it could be about a lover, of course, but it doesn't have to be. It really could be anything where there is a choice between two things. One is calling you on a more individual or emotional needs basis. The other is obligation to family. And that's a warring faction. And I think that the time has come here where somebody's really starting to think of themselves rather than just thinking of themselves as obligated around family.
Okay, take a look here at hopes and fears. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. I usually don't look upon that as being a hope. But in this case, I'm going to say it's a hope for this person. They don't want things to change. They want things to remain the same. Even if the remaining the same means that the situation is a stagnant one. I think this person is fearful of this person's desire to move on to something else on their own.
The outcome here is the Magician. Wow, that's some seriously powerful energy. When we have the Magician, the Hunter, and the sign of courage, all of this is about powerful manifestation, and it boils down to somebody having the courage and the bravery to tackle a major life decision and not live with regret. I get a very, very strong energy around someone here who has been giving for a long time to family and says, you know what, no more, this is about me, and on an individual basis is making some kind of escape plan but keeping it on the down low. They're actually, whatever this decision is, whatever they're doing, whatever they're deciding to do here, it tells me that it's going to make them feel good, make them feel better than what they've been feeling on an emotional level. And really I get it as standing firm, standing strong in their convictions around this very powerful, brave kind of energy here of movement, so as not to live with some kind of regret.
All right, looking over here at the outcome, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, at the beginning of the reading, Michelle had the King of Pentacles in the upright.
I feel this is the King of Pentacles over on this side. And
I'm getting the very strong sense that this person over here feels like this person is making the wrong decision. Mm-hmm. It's leading to some kind of ending, and I get the sense that they're feeling that this person is being a tad selfish and not considering their needs.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot to clarify in part 2 with this one.
Hope that you join us there. The link is below in the descriptions box. It seems like we're talking about a difficult breakup here. Somebody who is going after something that they've put on the back burner for a while. Again, it doesn't have to be a person, but it could be. I get it more as a major life goal or a major life decision. Something that they're really wanting to bring into reality. Maybe an idea that they've had.
But there seems to be a bit of disagreement here. This person doesn't believe that this is for the higher good of both parties.
So we'll see where this goes in the extended. Again, the link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another 50-minute or so reading, and we'll be clarifying everything on the table, looking at some Lenormand cards and some oracles as well for guidance. So if this is resonating, please do join us there. If you prefer a personal reading, we're offering a special on the He Said, She Said readings at the moment. You can email me for information, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. We wish you the best with this, guys. If it doesn't resonate, and of course it can be vice versa, or if you're cross-watching, this may be someone that you're dealing with. Of course, it may not resonate with everyone, and it's a general reading, so please bear that in mind. You can check out our Soulful Repair playlist for more readings that are done in this style. They're not sign or time dependent, so you may find something there that suits your situation. So please do check that out. We wish you the best, and please do take care, and we'll see you in part 2.
Thank you, goodbye and good luck.